Hi, I'm Chris from Kushala Yoga. In today's meditation, we'll be doing something very simple. We'll be just paying close attention to our experience. There is a couple of ways to come at this. One is to strategically place and very intentionally place your attention on an object. Oftentimes it's the breath, but it certainly can be other things like sound or sensation in the body. Here we'll be opening up our attention just a little bit more to notice essentially what we notice in the experience we're having. As always, find yourself comfortably seated, or it could be in a chair. I choose a meditation bench. It's easier for my knees. You can also lie down if that's better for your body. When you've chosen your posture, if you're seated, lift up through the center of your chest. You want to find a tall spine here. Just allow the crown of your head to float up towards the ceiling. Let your shoulders to draw down a little. Take a breath that starts in your belly, moves into your upper torso. Just a moment of pause there at the top of your in-breath, and then open your mouth and let it go. And close your lips softly. Just ensure that there's a little space between your top and bottom teeth. Now just notice how it feels to sit. Just become aware of the feelings and sensations of sitting. Pay attention to pressure. It could be tingling or temperature. Now, while you're paying attention to sitting, notice that you're aware of other things. There's likely sounds, perhaps in the room, or sounds that can be heard outside of the room that you're in. You're aware of them, but you're not paying attention to them. And that's the difference, or one of the differences between paying attention and being aware of something. You can only pay attention to one thing. You may quickly come to notice that while you're trying to pay attention to one thing, there are other things competing fiercely for your attention. So we're going to open the space up to receive those things. So as thoughts arise, pay close attention to them. And not to engage into the story we might have around why a thought has come to our consciousness. But more to notice the process of the thought itself, or its life cycle. So you notice a thought. Pay close attention to where it comes from. notice that you can't hold on to a thought. It'll just pass. And your experience in meditation is inclusive of thought. So as we sit in stillness, pay attention to your experience in stillness and include everything. But this inclusivity comes with just one little catch. We've become very good at just making up our story. Stories of why this thought is here or why this thought has caused a certain emotion to also arise. And just try to pay attention to the raw data of the experience without the story. What are you paying attention to right now? And what we can quickly observe in stillness is that while we assume we're the manufacturer, creator of our thoughts, it's actually not true. They just arise to be noticed. If it were true that we are the creator or the author of our thoughts, it would mean that we would actually have to think them before they came up in thought. But you'll notice that they just arise and pass away on their own. just a sound meets your ear and passes away on its own. You're not choosing the sounds that you hear. You're just hearing. In some meditation practices, you're guided to direct your attention in a certain and specific way. Here your attention is open. And if it feels like your mind, or if your experience is such that you're noticing your mind just jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing, almost as though your consciousness is shackled to some wild animal, pay close attention to that. Not trying to modify the experience in any way. And when you pay close attention in stillness, it's not to be able to think the thoughts more clearly. It's to bring more clarity to the experience itself. for the last moments in the practice, pay attention to your breathing. Thank you for taking the time to practice.